Alright, and I'm back. So, I'm doing a quick test here. I'm not sure if this is going to work. If it doesn't, I guess you won't see this, so it doesn't really matter. But we got some info coming out about the upcoming Halo that I want to talk about, so let's get into it. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
So, as you guys can see, a lot of few different things here right now. Not where I usually record, and I'm not wearing headphones, which is making me really uncomfortable because I can't monitor the audio. What I'm doing is basically an audio test, testing out a new mic. This one is actually connected to where I'm recording, so I can't hear anything. I'm hoping this works. Like I said, if it doesn't work, you guys will never know about it, but I'll know and it'll drive me nuts. But anyway, I'm gonna keep it short because I kind of got other stuff to do, and this is like my new micro portable stuff. Like I have the portable one, and now this is like the micro one. So hopefully I could do more of this, fun stuff, and it'll make recording a little bit easier, but a little bit more on the go. We'll see. You guys will see. I test stuff out. This is one of the tests. We'll see if it works or not. Anyway, before I get into it, let me just give you a quick reminder that any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram and at Super Dario World. Also streaming Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 8 p.m. on YouTube and on Twitch at Super Dario World if you want to join me. I'm learning to appreciate the chat. I think I figured out how to add the chat into the actual video so you can see the comments from Twitch and on YouTube. So hopefully that'll make it more fun for everybody. And yeah, the Mondays and Fridays and the rest of the week is pretty much wild cards. So like right now, it's a wild card. Will it go up? Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. Anyway, I saw this article that came out about the developer of Halo Infinite talking, and I got pretty interested because we haven't really heard much. It was supposed to come out with the release of the sex box, but it got delayed. And other than that, we hadn't really heard much. We haven't really seen much, and so he delivered a few interesting tidbits here and there. And I found an article that basically highlights it's a 44-minute video if you want to check it out, but they highlight the big things that were announced or that were confirmed about this game, and some of them I found them actually pretty interesting. So, first off, I don't think we have a release date yet, and I checked everywhere in this article. We don't have a release date yet, which is annoying because, like I said, it's been delayed, and we don't know how long it's going to be delayed. And honestly, Halo is pretty much the only reason why I would get this Xbox right now. Fortunately, I don't have to get it right now, and because any game that comes out for Xbox, you can play on on PC. So if you have a decent PC, you don't really need an Xbox, or at least a new Xbox. But I like it. I don't know. I like consoles. I'm a console guy. I don't know why. So I want to get it, but I can wait. I can wait until Halo Infinite actually comes out, and if I get a release date somewhere, I'll let you guys know. But all right, let's get into the nitty gritty, the details. First off, it's been confirmed that there will be no dual wielding in this game. That means, you know how in Halo 2 they introduced that you could hold two guns at the same time, or two different types of weapons. Now that's not going to be a thing, and so, or at least a quote, it's not currently in the cards. Whenever you set out to make a game with the size of Halo Infinite, there's so many things you can do. I think we have a very talented team where we can do anything, but we can't do everything. So, I mean, that's a statement, right? We can do anything, but not everything. That means that they're picking and choosing what they want to do. And so they're giving up one thing for another. If I have to guess, what they're giving up the dual wielding because of the hook. You know, Master Chief has like a hook in his arm. I have to guess that's one of the things that they have to be giving up, right? They give the dual wielding in order to add the hook. Maybe in a patch later on in the future. Honestly, I don't mind it that much. I was never a big dual wield guy, but it was fun. It made you very deadly, but I mean, there you go. Well, at least we know a certain thing for that. They also said that they're going to be changing the cinematics, and you know how in Halo usually there's a cutscene where the game actually stops and you go into a cutscene. I like that. It turns out they're not gonna do it anymore. Now they're gonna do it more in the. Let me see if I can find the exact quote here. Okay, yeah. So, well, they don't say exact quote for this, but they're saying they're going to blend. They're blending it more into gameplay, more kind of like an Uncharted style. You know, the Uncharted franchise, that it feels more like a movie. I guess that's what they want to do. So it won't have any distinct cutscenes, and we also learned that the video. We also learned that there are no playable elites in Halo Infinite, which I mean, I don't really care. I never really cared for the elites. By the way, for those of you who don't know, the elites are the race of aliens, like the big, kind of like, I want to say predator-looking guys from the original. It's weird because they kind of have the body of a xenomorph, but except with the tail, and but the face of a predator, you know, like that. Anyway, so those dudes, and so there won't be any playable elites in the game. And this is the quote: "This is Master Chief's story and a Spartan story, which I don't mind. Like the Arbiter story was fine, but I don't really care. I don't really care for the aliens. I was there for Master Chief. I want to keep playing Master Chief's story. I don't like it when they switch out the main character for stuff. There's very few situations where I actually enjoyed it. Most of the time, it's like, can we just get back to the main character here? Can we just get back to their story? Especially when it's a sequel. If it's the first game, and from the very first game, you know you're going to be switching around, okay. But if it's a sequel already, and you're there because you already love the main character, what the fuck are you doing, guys? Seriously, what the fuck are you doing? Just give us what we want. Anyway, so that's what they said about that. So far we got 3 things, right? No dual wielding, they're going to change the cinematics, and no playable elites. It's all going to be an all Spartan story. Now, they didn't say that it's going to be an all Master Chief story. They're saying that it's a Spartan story. So we may still get some of the other human playable characters. We'll see. Finally, last but not least, they asked if this game was going to be an open world. Now, they wanted to clarify that yes and no, but not in the way that you think. So, apparently to them, they got a lot of inspiration from one of the first Halo, from Halo 1's, the Combat Evolved, the mission called the Silent Cartographer, and the freedom you had in that mission. And so what they said is that's what they want to give the player. They want to give certain freedom. So it's not going to be completely open world, but they want to open up certain feelings. So let's say, for example, in the example they give here, there on a mission, you're on a mission and you finish it, and you're on a Scorpion tank. Usually in another game, the character would get out of the tank and then another mission would start or whatever. Here, no, you could actually continue into another mission on that tank. And so that would change things up. It's not exactly open world, but kind of. It's more like blending missions. It's more like blending the world together, the way that I understood it. And it also gives you different possibilities as to how to start a mission. Now, most missions start in point A. However, if you have a Banshee or something, and that's how you finish the previous mission, you can start another mission in point B. So, because you have the Banshee and you're flying around. So it sounds like they want to give players a little bit more freedom there, which I like. Usually, I like to kind of stay in the path that the developers created for you, because they designed the game in a way that they think it's going to be the most fun for the player. But having that freedom is definitely going to make the game really replayable, which is one of the things that Halo had. Like, the best thing that Halo had is the split screen, and I'm worried that thing's gone the way of the dodo. From what I remember last time, they said it was going to come back for this one, which it should. But hopefully they remember that. Hopefully, because to me that was the most insulting thing of the previous Halo, that took away the split screen, because that was my favorite part of Halo. So I think that's going to come back. And so if you have that back, and you have the freedom to start the game any mission in any way you want, that's also pretty cool. So I'm liking what I'm hearing. It's sad about the dual wield stuff, but I really ain't gonna miss it if the other weapons are cool, if the rest of the gameplay is cool enough, and if you have the split screen and you can play with a buddy, that'd be good. So, like I said, the only reason why I was even considering getting the sex box was because of Halo, and now I'm like, it's confirmed for me in my own head. It's okay, yes, you do want the game. You're not just an idiot who wants to spend money. You actually want to play this game, and you're excited for it. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, there's still a ways away. I mean, if they're not saying anything about when it's going to be coming out, that means that it's still a ways away. Unfortunately, or at least that's my guess. Because I don't see them saying like, "Hey, it's coming out tomorrow." That's not a thing that's ever happened, at least not in my lifetime. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted as soon as I hear. But anyway, I want to share that. And I also want to do this audio test. Hopefully it worked out. Hopefully this little mic, it does what I intended it to do. And hopefully there wasn't too much background noise, because I did hear my dog bark in the background. So I'm going to go kick his ass later. But anyway, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed that. As always, comments, questions, suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram and at Super Dario World. Streaming on YouTube and on Twitch, 8 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at Super Dario World. The rest of the week is wildcards. If this thing works out, maybe I'll be doing more videos about random, like, short articles and stuff. We'll see. We'll see. As always, thanks for listening, and I'll see you again next time.